Everybody's like, men shouldn't make more money than women. I don't want to be a carpenter. Get up for me. I want your seat. Like, there's no reason we should get rid of those pieces of chivalry all for feminism. I don't know. Like you said earlier, we're taking it too far. We're taking it too far. I think that there are certain positions in society that are comfortable for a woman. And when you start pushing the men out of the other positions, then the women have to step into the ones that are uncomfortable for women. And I'm not willing to do that.
Do you think feminism has gone too far?
I don't know how to answer that.
Yeah, I don't.
Next
question.
Yup.
Yep.
Never. No.
No.
That's a loaded question, but ultimately no.
So in what ways are women still fighting for equality?
Oh my God. I work all the time. Like, I know my old manager got paid less
Oh shit, here we go again.
than one of the other guys.
People just don't want to talk to women.
I
Especially in
swear.
their specialty. They're like, can I talk to a man? And they're like, no.
Well, I'm talking to you guys.
Every single way possible.
Should women be drafted?
For war?
That's too tough for me to answer.
It is.
I mean, do I want to be drafted?
Drafted to...
Not the last one. Not for me. No, no from you.
Sure, I'll
Yeah.
fight for this country.
Yeah.
I believed in it.
I think so. I think it might put a stop to it, maybe.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
Do you have a boyfriend?
I wonder if any of those young ladies watched the Barbie movie. Judging by the way they answer these questions, it wouldn't shock me if that answer was yes. What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Ron back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. I'm really excited about reacting to this video because I am going to be responding to some commentary from no other than Miss Mama Rada. She posts my videos and her community posts sometimes. Shout out to you. I've had a short conversation with her before through comments. Married woman. Yeah, she's been married for years. Still looks really great, by the way. I think she's in her mid-late 40s. But I know she watches the channel. And thank you for being a supporter. I've watched your channel, been a supporter of you for a while. All 9-10 of your YouTube pages. Yeah, she's very controversial, you guys, but she definitely advocates for men. And she understands the struggles in the dating world right now. But just to warn you, she is gonna briefly go over what happened in the movie and what it's about. So spoiler warning if you haven't seen the movie yet. Hopefully you haven't gone to see it. I know I haven't seen it. Didn't really care for it, but I had no idea that there was so much rhetoric and propaganda involved in it, which is why I'm glad one of my subscribers brought this to my attention. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it.
Hey everybody, it's Mama Rada. Thank you for everyone that has found me again and that's out there looking for me, and Mr. Vibin with Ron and everybody else who shares my channel and my information. I'm very grateful for that. We're starting back at square one, but that's okay. So my Barbie response videos got canceled, and to be honest, I really don't know if that's what really pushed it over the limit. They're like, no. So anyway, real quick, I just wanted to tell you guys about the Barbie movie, spoilers, so beware. However, I want to tell you so you don't let your daughters go, okay? Or if you let them go, tell them that it is for an educational experience so you can point out all the lies of this nonsense and the agenda that they are promoting. Listen, in the first few minutes alone, this old lady voice comes on and says, since the dawn of time, little girls have played with baby dolls, and all they could do is pretend to be a mother, and not that that's such a terrible thing, but ho-hum and boring, and so all these little girls are pushing strollers, feeding dolls, putting babies to bed, acting like mothers, and but they're like bored to tears. Like you could tell they're just like, you know, like they're really tired of it. And I'm like, oh, that's nice. Then all of a sudden there's like, dun, 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 you know, like the dawn of time. There's a movie, but anyway, a 50-foot Barbie is standing on the beach, you know, and it's her, Margaret Robbie, you know, she puts her sunglasses down, she's wearing a bathing suit, you know, and the little girls look up at her, and in slow motion, they raise up their babies and they start to smash them violently. They smash all their baby dolls. Like they really go through a whole scene. It's not just one or two. They all smash their baby dolls to the ground. And I'm like, well, that's quite violent and really, really like making a statement against motherhood and children. So anyway.
Okay, so far from what I'm getting from her commentary, it sounds like they're trying to push the narrative of, oh, there's more to women than just being feminine and raising children and being nurturing. This is propaganda 101. You see what they trying to push, you guys. Just by the way she described that scene tells you everything you need to know. All right, let's continue.
Anyway, then there's this whole story, and to cut it short, she has to go to the real world. There's a problem with a mother and a daughter, you know, and the mother's having all these feelings, and you think she's a single mother. She actually has a husband. That guy only has a couple lines, and he's trying to learn to speak Spanish because she's Spanish and he's a white guy, and all he speaks is a couple lines of Spanish in which they correct him, and so he's like an idiot. And then so Ken goes with Barbie to the real world, and in Barbie land, all the women do everything. They're the president, they're the sanitation workers, they're the construction workers, which I laughed out loud. I said, sure, yeah, that's realistic. They're the Supreme Court judges, they're everything, right? So she gets to the real world and she's like, oh, all the girls are gonna thank me. And of course the daughter's like, you set us back 50 years and made girls feel bad about themselves, and she's crying. Barbie's like, what are you talking about? Anyway, and meanwhile, you know, and she goes to ask some construction workers because she's like, oh, that's where I'll find some women to ask questions. And all the guys are there like, hey, honey, you know, and she's like, I feel objectified. And I'm like, it was just hilarious. So then,
guys, didn't I literally just do a video yesterday on how foreign women don't do the blame objectification on men thing? Even in this movie, I feel objectified. Oh my God. Come on, man. As long as Barbie been out, y'all really want to go there? Most, if not majority of the time, Barbie dolls come out, Barbie is usually like in a bikini or something kind of. Come on, man. Like, are we really doing that? All right. They pushing this hard. They're pushing this very, very hard. And really, y'all, sanitation workers, construction workers. Y'all know in real life, construction workers are like 99% male. Ain't none of y'all women about to do no damn construction. Y'all crazy, bruh. Y'all see what they trying to push, bruh. Let's keep it moving.
Hilarious. So then Ken, while she's on her little journey, he finds a library and he finds books about the patriarchy. So Ken discovers the patriarchy, and absolutely I cheered, I clapped. He was like, oh, Barbie, men rule the world. Men run everything. And she's like, and he's like, this is amazing. And he goes back to Barbie land, teaches all the Kens about the patriarchy. So by the time Barbie gets back with her mom and daughter team trying to fix them, the Kens have taken over all the Barbie girls, you know, all their houses and mansions and everything, and they turn them into like masculine dojos, you know, and like rock and roll and horses, and he's wearing like a minx, like a fur coat with no shirt on and sunglasses and like a 80s headband, and like it's awesome. And all the guys are like, yeah. And then all the Barbies, because they had no immunity to the patriarchy, they fell for the masculine charms, and all the Barbies, even the trans Barbie, is wearing like French maid outfits and serving them beers and listening to them explain things to them. And they're like, oh, Ken, that was so interesting. Tell me again, explain it to me how it works. And, you know, they're like, oh, here, let me get you a beer. Let me massage your back. Let me rub your feet, you know? And the Barbies looked happier than they ever were, by the way. So Barbie gets there and she's like, what did they do? They've destroyed Barbie land. And so the girls go on this whole feminist mission, and the mother has this whole epilogue. Is that what you call it? I don't know. But she gives this whole speech. Is it a monologue? I don't care. And just how women have to be thin but not too thin, and be nice but not too nice, and be this and be that, and not this and not that, and blah, blah, blah. How hard it is for women, right? Meanwhile, no balance, nothing about the millions of men who have given their lives so that they could build, create, sustain, defend, you know, conquer, and have this first world country that we live in, which is the only way you can be a feminist. It's a first world country. So anyway, they end up unbrainwashing the Barbies. The Kens have an epic battle. It's going to end up being a Broadway show, I can tell you right now. Unfortunately, Ken ends up telling her, you know, look, I love you, Barbie. I just wanted to be with you. I wanted this to be our dream house. And she's like, Ken, what about you just be happy being you? And I don't love you. And I don't even want to be a doll anymore. And I want to go into the real world and go make something of myself. So she basically breaks his heart. She shows she doesn't want to be with a man. She wants to be independent. And that's where she's going to find her happiness. Everybody cheers her on. And Ken cries and says, I didn't actually want to be a leader. It was so hard, and I didn't even really want to do it, and I just wanted your affection. And I was like, they neutered him again after he found the patriarchy, and he was totally awesome. And I see articles coming out saying that Ken is the right-wing, what they call him? Basically like a hero, right? And I'm like, yes, because I was clapping for him. I absolutely was. Because this movie was so full of feminist propaganda that it was disgusting. They act like women out here aren't on the Supreme Court or doctors or anything. They act like women are doing nothing. And it's really a shame. So anyway, so we're leaving the movies, and a father and son happened to be walking right in front of me. The girls had gone to the bathroom. And literally, I was like, God put me here for this moment in time. The little boy, I couldn't make this up. Little boy looks up at his dad. He was probably 8, 9, or 10. He goes, Dad, what's the patriarchy? Before the dad could answer, I couldn't help myself. I said, it's that men built and sustained this world, and that's a good thing. And don't let them lie to you, kid. I'm like, something like that. What did I say? Yeah. I said, it's the fact that men have built and sustained this world, and that's a good thing. Yeah, and don't let them lie to you, kid. That was it. Just nice and simple. But it was the fact that the dad just looked at me and had a big old grin across his face. It was absolutely hilarious. And I was just like, I'm glad that as a woman, I was there to tell that young man, no, patriarchy is a good thing. Don't let them lie to you, kid. You know, everything around us is built by the patriarchy. All right. So anyway, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. But unless you want to watch it for educational purposes to point out all the BS, don't take young girls to go see that movie. They're going to be brainwashed and think that, you know, they've achieved nothing in this world. And it's
yeah, judging by your description of that movie, they definitely emasculated Ken. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm glad I don't have any kids, because there's no way in hell they would be watching that movie in my presence. And anybody that's watching me, if you have kids, please don't let your kids watch that, especially if you have daughters. But what I found really interesting was the reaction that grown women had towards this movie. Check this out, you guys. I want y'all, I'll leave the link to this article. Check this out. It's titled, Don't Get the Barbie Film, Youre Dumb. Women's Ultimatum to Partners Over Movie's Feminist Message. As a feminist movie of the summer, Barbie has broken box office records, but has also broken hearts on social media, with scores of women telling their partners, you don't understand the Barbie movie, then you're dumb. The American family-friendly film about a doll that comes to life, bursting with jokes and glitzy dance numbers, has become a benchmark for TikTok users to judge the suitability of their partner. Translation: if these men aren't with the feminist movement, then we're dumping them, basically. Women are being urged to ditch men who do not understand the film's messages on feminism and patriarchy. That's because it's a bunch of crap based on how Rada just described it. The craze has been driven by TikTok users who insist that agreeing with the feminist themes in the Barbie film should be standard in a relationship. Oh my God, bro. Are you serious? One wrote, take your boyfriends to the Barbie movie, and if they hate it, dump them. Another said in a video like 800,000 times, I think taking your boyfriend to Barbie should be your relationship test to decide if he's a good long-term partner. You've got to be kidding me. Another said, I think it's perfectly reasonable for a woman to break up with their boyfriends for their negative reaction to the Barbie movie. Oh my goodness. One woman even canceled her first date after the man refused to wear pink to see the film.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Y'all heard it.
She told TikTok they had to make an event out of the cinema trip by wearing pink outfits and posing for photos together. It was your first date. Okay. He refused to cooperate and she called off the date. Okay. Her confession on social media was met with adoration from other women who said, if his masculinity is so fragile he can't wear pink, when it's important to you for a single night, you need a new man because that's a boy. And there goes the sign language. There goes the shaming language. I can't believe this is real. This is really happening. Others admit the film has determined how they see their partners. One woman said on TikTok, I feel like I'm the asshole for letting the Barbie movie affect my relationship and the way I see my boyfriend. Friends have been telling me I shouldn't let it alter the way I view my boyfriend because our relationship is really healthy. Right. But y'all think it's healthy to judge y'all relationship solely based on a damn movie. But y'all think that's healthy. Like, can you imagine if men moved that same way? Women would look at men like they're fucking crazy. That's what I find so funny. Women want men to act like and think like women till men actually start thinking and acting like women. Now I'm starting to understand why a lot of guys say women don't know what the hell they want. Because y'all don't know what y'all want till it's right in front of you. Then it's like, oh no, I don't like this. Go back. Go back to being masculine. Seriously, this is ridiculous. Directed and written by Greta Gerwig. Of course it was written and directed by a woman. The film was released last month, making 612 million pounds globally. It turned the world pink with the fashion trend coined Barbiecore, with blonde hair dye sales rising by 47%. The movie's message is that women can be whatever they want without conforming to patriarchy. Patriarchy is one of the reasons why y'all can become whatever y'all want. The patriarchy is what's protecting your rights. Also gave you the right to do whatever you want, but I digress. The film is set in Barbie Land, a colorful and woman-centered utopia where Barbies hold the positions of power such as president, and the men exist to serve them. Good God, bro. Then now, see, that's what feminism is really about. That's what these feminists really want. This paints a stark contrast to the real world with Margot Robbie as Barbie enters and discovers the tangled web of patriarchy and feminism. Greta Gerwig's reimagined Barbie allows young girls in the real world to believe they can achieve whatever they want on their own terms. Check this out. Men, a word of warning. If your partner has persuaded you to submit to the pink and watch Barbie, she will probably turn to you during the end credits and ask, so what do you think? This is not an innocent question. The future of your relationship hangs in the balance. My advice is to stick to the script below. What did I think of the Barbie movie? I'm so glad you asked. It opened my eyes. I had no idea just how much women suffer while men benefit from the structural and endemic imbalances of power. So in other words, it sounds like you just want these guys to tickle their ears and tell these women what they want to hear. Basically lie to them. This film made me think about freedom, the freedom that would result in everyone enjoy true equality, not just the freedom to rollerblade in a fluorescent unitard. Bro, this was about being superior. This wasn't about equality. It's time for men to stand aside, to take a step back in order to truly support women and give you room to pursue your most ambitious goals. We'll only get there if guys like me roll up our sleeves and empty the dishwasher. But enough of that. After all, what does it matter what I think? I've had a lifetime of people asking me for my opinions. Clearly, the only valid question now is, what do you think? This person literally just told y'all to tell women what they want to hear, basically. Because if you don't, they're going to dump you. I would say this. Don't be convinced to go watch the movie. Just tell them that you're not interested. And if they dump you over it, then so be it. She wasn't for you. Just like you're not for her if you don't agree with this feminist rhetoric. This is really sad. I can't believe women are literally breaking up with their boyfriends over this movie. I'm telling you, bro, if men operated the same way women did when it comes to how to judge relationships, women would look at us like we 14 karat crazy. But y'all sit over here and dump people off of a damn movie and y'all think it's valid. Y'all really think that's healthy. Y'all think that's smart.
You stupid.
Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this, man. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hit that bell notification. That way y'all know when I'm uploading. Hit the like button because it helps with the algorithm. It helps me reach a broader audience. Also, look out for the travel vlog channel, Unplugged Traveler. Link is in the description and pinned in the comments. As well as the latest mixtape, The Genesis. And if you want to purchase any merch, the spreadshot.com link is in the description as well. Until the next video, y'all. Deuces.